often it's our more mature and our seniors even that are dedicated to doing things like the simple task of voting, right? And so that then puts the decision making for a community, for a county, for a state, or even our country to a small segment of our community. And especially at the local level, we see, some very low numbers when it comes to younger generations, coming out to vote. And so our ability to interact and engage with our younger generation can help improve that scenario.
All right.
The other piece is, like it or not, this is their future. Whatever they put into place now, whether they choose to be proactive and get involved in civic leadership, run for office, do the volunteer work or not, ultimately, this is going to be their future. I remember when I was a younger child, and my friend and I would always laugh. Our parents and other older folks would be like, well, we would do all these crazy things, but it was different back then. And we would chuckle and say, oh, that's the excuse. It's different back then, and so on. And now as I'm getting older and 39 years old, and I find myself oftentimes saying to my kids or others younger than me, well, it was different back then, because it really was. And we have to think about a lot of what our younger generations are facing right now. Again, with the COVID-19 pandemic, and we can't forget that people have been physically isolated for periods of time, missed years of school, had to learn remotely, something they're not readily adjusted to, had to miss out on the athletic events, the dances, missed out graduations. This is traumatizing. On top of it, we're taking a look at social media, in previous generations. Exactly. And even when I was growing up, we received all of our news, either it was on the news programs, 257, 32, and if you're fortunate enough to have CNN, you read the newspaper or magazines. But now people are creating their own news, and it's being transferred at the speed of light. We are seeing some very nasty, ugly things immediately in the moment that are unfiltered. People don't have the time to process it. And again, this is traumatizing for our youth. So the bad news is it's traumatizing for our youth. The good news, however, is that they're able to see the ugly, the things that were always covered up before. They recognize that racism is as prevalent as it ever was before. They realize that hate crimes are happening all around the place, police brutality, all these different types of things. And though it is traumatizing, they have the knowledge and they are privy to take opportunities to no longer be ignorant. See, back when people were able to kind of sweep it under the rug, maybe things were hidden from them, but now it's in front of you. Empower yourself, as Alex said, to be the difference you want to see in the world. It's important.